Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. So first of all, guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera? Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our lap, and close our eyes. When you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. And next we'll do our stretching sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And let's begin by stretching up high to the sky. High as we can. And then let's go down low. Touch our toes. And now, let's go back up high again. And this time, can we go tippy-toe high? And when we're there, let's have a wave. And then back down to touch our toes. Stand up straight, hands on hips, and let's have a wiggle. Wiggle side to side. Stop. And then another wiggle. Wiggle side to side. Stop. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, and stop. And next we'll go round and round. Round and round. Round and round, and stop. And next, let's go back the other way. Let's give our spines a nice stretch before we sit back down. Excellent, guys. And let's shake it out. Arms and legs. Shake it out. Shake it out. And to finish, we will do 5 star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. Okay, so in the last lesson, we began learning about a particular phrase. It's a special verb. And does anybody know what the verb?
Verb to be.
Excellent. Well remembered, guys. We were learning about verb to be. So let's write this phrase on the board. Verb. V-E-R-B. And then to and be. To be. So all together, guys. Verb to be. Yes. And we began learning about verb to be in the present tense. Okay? For when it's happening now, we use the verb to be in the present tense. So let's write present tense first. R-E-S-E-N-T. Okay. So, in the present tense, there are 3 different forms of verb to be. For example, if I am to use the subject pronoun I, does anybody know what form of verb to be we use in am? In present tense, we use I am. Okay? I am. Verb to be in the present tense with I is am. But then, if we move on to talk about other people, such as he, she, or objects or animals we will refer to as it, we will not say he am, we will say is. He is. She is. It is. I, s. Okay, so that's 2 forms of the verb to be in the present tense and 1 more to go. How about if we use the plural subject pronoun we or they? W-E. Or we refer to somebody else as you. Y-O-U. We won't say we am, they is. What do we say? We are. Excellent. Well done. So you can see, verb to be in the present tense, am, is, are. I am. He is. She is. It is. We are. They are. You are. Excellent, guys. But then, after present tense, we began learning about things that have happened before. And that's not the present tense, what? Past. Excellent. So we then moved on to P-A-S-T. Past tense. So now we're going to look at verb to be in past tense. And the good news about the past tense, there's only 2 words we use for verb to be. Was and were. Excellent. And the good way to remember which one to use, we've already looked at present tense. So guys, for the subject pronouns, we have to use am and is in the present tense. When we talk about past tense, W-A-S, we will say, I was. He was. She was. It was. So a good way to remember, think of the subject pronouns we use am and is for in present tense, and they are the ones that we use was for in past tense. But guys, we still have 1 word left. In the present tense form of verb to be, we have are. What do we use in the past tense instead of are? Where. W. E. We were. They were. You were. And then, once we've figured out the correct form of verb to be, words that we can have here are adjectives. E-S. So who can give me a few examples of adjectives that we've learned recently? Big. I am big. Okay, I will say in the present tense, and you guys say in the past tense. I am big.
I was big.
Okay, excellent. He is big.
He was big.
Excellent. And now one more adjective. Happy. Okay. H.
Happy.
Okay. So now again, I'll say in the present tense and you say in the past tense for me. We are happy.
We are happy.
We were happy. They are happy.
They were happy.
She is big.
She was big.
It is big.
It was big.
Excellent. So you see, the verb to be that we use in the present form, am and is was in the past tense form. And the verb to be that we use are in the present tense, we change to were in the past tense form. And guys, that was brilliant. Very well remembered. What we're going to do, we're going to move on slightly in this lesson and look at things that we use in the past tense for when we don't do something. And these are what we call negative forms. Yes, we've already got the positive forms on the board. We can say, I was. We can say, we were. Or we can add another word to give it the negative form. Any ideas on the next word? N-O-T. Instead of I was, we say I was not. And instead of we were not. And what we can also do, we can do something in English which is known as a contraction. How many words do we have here, guys? Two. But what we can do, we can squeeze them together and make just one word. W-A-S-N-T. Now, what letter do we get rid of? O. So that's where our apostrophe goes. Negative form of was not, or to shorten, wasn't. And now, instead of were not, what can we do? We get rid of the O again. W-E-R-E-N-T. And because the O is the letter that we get rid of, we replace it with apostrophe. So in this lesson, we'll look at the negative past tense forms, was not, or wasn't, were not, or weren't. Excellent, guys. Brilliant. So what we'll do now is we'll turn to have a look at the TV screen because we've got a PowerPoint presentation for our students to better understand and practice speaking the negative forms of the past tense verb to be. So let's have a look at the TV screen, guys. So let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation about verb to be.
Verb to be.
Past tense.
Past tense.
Negative form.
Negative form.
Excellent, guys. So remember from the previous lesson and the board exercise, a good way to remember the past tense forms. If the present tense, we have to use am and is as the verb to be, we'll use was in the past tense. Okay? But what about the present tense verb to be are? What do we use in the past tense? Were. So ready, guys? Am, was. Is, was. Are, were. Try to remember because that will help you. So for example, we learned that we would say I am In the past, I was. He is. He was. She is. She was. It is. It was. Excellent. And now, the final set. You can see the past tense changes to were. You are. You were. We are. We were. They are. They were. Excellent, guys. So that's what we call positive sentences. Now today, we're going to look at negative sentences. Well, first of all, one more time, I was. Like for example, I was happy. He was. He was friendly. She was. She was pretty. It was. It was friendly. Yes, notice how we're ending the sentences with adjectives. You were. You were kind. We were. We were happy. They were. They were sad. Now, what do we need to do to change these positive sentences into negative? What word do we bring in? N-O-T, not. We don't say am, we say am not. We don't say is, we say is not. Or we can shorten is not to isn't. And in the past tense, instead of was not, wasn't. Okay? Then, negative sentence in the present tense, instead of are not. And we can shorten that to aren't. But when we talk about past tense, we don't say are not, we say we're not. And we can shorten that to weren't. Okay? So one final time, the two negative styles that we're looking at today, wasn't. Weren't. Any questions, guys?
No.
That was excellent. Well done. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation about how we can use the negative forms of past tense verb to be to change from was to wasn't and were to weren't. We're going to have more goals to practice that soon with the game and worksheet activity. But for now, guys, it's time for our stretching sequence. And for this, I think we will sing a song together. So everybody ready? Let's sing a song. Let's do heads, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Okay, guys, that was good. But this time, let's sing louder. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Excellent. That's a lot better. And this time, the final time, let's see how loud we can sing. Ready? 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 Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. And to finish, 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. And now, teachers, we've got a dice activity so that we can help our students practice thinking and speaking the correct forms of the negative form of the verb to be in the past tense. So first of all, guys, we need our words. Instead of saying was not, we can shorten it to wasn't. Exactly. W-A-S-N apostrophe T. Okay, so for some subject pronouns we use wasn't. But what's the other one for other subject pronouns? Weren't. Exactly. W-E-R-E-N apostrophe T. So we're going to have a game of wasn't or weren't. Okay, so similar to the previous lesson, what we'll need to do is we'll need to have 2 dice ready to use. And on the first dice, have a different subject pronoun on each die face. And then on another dice, preferably another colour, you can have a series of adjectives. And what we will do, we will have our students roll the dice. For example, she and big. So guys, if I write the words she on one side and big on the other, how do we spell big? B-I-G. How can we speak the negative form of the verb to be in the past tense? Yes, she was not big, but to use the contraction, she wasn't big. Okay, so now it's time for our students to play. So first of all, I would like to invite Chu to come forward to the front of class. Chu, come and join me at the front. You can go first. Okay, so Chu has the dice. And what you need to do is roll your dice and try to keep them on the table. Okay? Okay, that's okay. It's still going. Where did it go? It's here. So let's see. What words did we get? You and big. Okay, well, we've got big on the board already, but we need to delete and we need to write you. How do we spell you? Y-O-U. So what's the correct negative form of verb to be to use with you guys? You. Which one? You was not big or you were not big?
You were not big.
Excellent. So we can say you weren't big. Very good, Chu. One more time. You weren't big. Excellent. High five. Big round of applause for Chu. That was well done. Now it's Nadia's turn. So Nadia, can you come forward, please? Come and take your dice. Okay? So not yet. So what do we need to do now, guys? We need to delete the words you and big. And now Nadia gets to roll her dice. Oh! Okay, so what do we have? We have... We'll change it. We've just had you. How about... We happy. Where's happy? Okay. You happy. How do we spell you, guys? Y-O-U. Y-O-U. How do we spell happy?
H-A-P-P-Y.
H-A-P-P-Y. So now, Nadia, you have your subject pronoun you. You have your adjective, happy. But what's the correct form of verb to be to use? Would we say you was not happy or you were not happy? You weren't happy. Remember, this lesson, negative form, you weren't happy. Excellent. Big high five and round of applause for Nadia. So teachers, you can see the activity that we're playing in our classroom now. You can pause the video and play on with your students in your class for around 10 to 12 minutes and change the student each time so that they all get a chance to play on the board. So now I'd like to call my next student forward, Pak Bung. Okay, Pak Bung, you have your dice ready for you. Can you roll your dice, please? So let's see. One more time. Excellent. She. Shy. Okay. So what word do I write first, guys? Shy or she? She. Subject pronoun S-H-E. Only one letter difference. And then shy, S-H-Y. Okay. Now, Pak Bung, thinking about what we've learned so far. Perfect. Did you hear that one? We can say, she wasn't shy. Because you can think she was not shy, and then shorten it, she wasn't shy. Pak Bung, that's excellent. Very well done. High five and a big round of applause. Okay, and now for our next student, Net. Come and join me at the front. It's your turn with the dice. Let's see what Net will roll. So 2 dice here. Your turn to roll the dice. Net, what will we roll? Okay, we have you again, and we have sad. Okay, so which word goes first? You. Y-O-U. And then S-A-D. So what do we say? Do we say you wasn't sad? You weren't sad. Yes, you will use you were or you were not with you. So all together, you weren't sad. Net, can you say? You weren't sad. One more time. You weren't sad. Excellent. Well done, Net. High five. Big round of applause for Net. Okay, so now who's next? Down. Come and join me at the front. Down, you have your dice. Blue dice, red dice. Can you roll them for me? Try to keep them on the table. Excellent. She. Sad. Okay. So which word goes first? She. S-H-E. And then our adjective at the end, sad. S-A-D. So down. What do you think? Wasn't or weren't?
She wasn't sad.
Perfect. She wasn't sad. That's the correct form of verb to be to use with she in the past tense. One more time. She wasn't sad. Excellent, Dan. High five. Big round of applause. Let's get rid of the vocabulary she and sad, because now it's Bang Bon's turn to roll the dice. Try to keep them on the table. Okay, you can roll the dice. Excellent. Okay. Happy. I. Excellent. We have a new pronoun. Guys, how do we spell I? I. 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 That's how we spell I with I. And how do we spell happy? H-A-P-P-Y. But what will we say to describe if we are not? Do we say I weren't or I wasn't? Yes, I wasn't happy. I was not happy, or shorter, I wasn't happy. Excellent, bang pon. Well done. High five. Big round of applause for bang pon. Let's see, who's next? I wonder whose turn it is next with the dice. Prel, come and join me at the front, please. It's your turn to roll the dice. There you go. Okay, so let's see what words Prel will get. I again, mean. I mean. Does anybody remember what mean means? Not kind. It's the opposite of kind. I, and how do we spell mean? M-E-A-N. So Prel, thinking about the two words you have rolled, how will you complete your sentence? I wasn't mean. Excellent. The correct negative form was not, or as a contraction, wasn't. So one more time. I wasn't mean. Perfect. High five. Big round of applause for Prel. And I think we still have one student left to go. Lakau, come and join me at the front. Okay. So last roll of the dice for today. Lakau, what will you roll? Okay. So first of all, he, shy. Okay. He, H, E. And shy, S, H, Y. So Lakau, how will you complete your sentence in the negative form? Perfect. He wasn't shy. Excellent, Lakau. One more time. He wasn't shy. High five. Big round of applause for Lakau. A round of applause for everyone, guys. You all got it correct. Welcome back to class. And it's now time for our worksheet activity. So teachers, what you'll need to do is print out enough worksheets for each student in your class. And what we've got a series of sentences in the positive form of the past tense. What our students need to do is they need to convert these sentences into the negative form of the past tense. For example, guys, number one, I was shy, will become I wasn't shy. Okay? So we're turning the positive sentence into the negative. And what's the first thing we need to do? Okay. And give our students around 10 minutes to complete this activity and help them with anything they need. But these are the two words we're looking at, guys. Wasn't and weren't. Nadia, for you. Pakbung, here's yours. You're welcome. Net, for you. Down, here's yours. You're welcome. Bangpon, for you. You're welcome. Prel, here's yours. Lakau, this one's for you. You're welcome. So remember, guys, it's quite simple how we turn the positive into the negative. Take the positive was N''T, wasn't. Or if it's were, N''T, weren't. I was shy, I wasn't shy. They were worried, they weren't worried. N''T. Like we've learned in the previous lessons, we'll change the positive to a negative. Perfect, Nadia. I wasn't shy. So we've gone from positive to negative. Excellent, Prel. Bangpon, very good. Excellent, Net. So you can see I was shy, I wasn't shy. N''T each time. You see, guys? Was, wasn't. Were, weren't. Just add N''T and it changes the positive into the negative. Anything you're not sure about, let me know. I wasn't shy. Excellent, Pak Wong. He wasn't friendly. Ju, write your name on top. There you go. And then what you can do, change the positive sentences into negative. Yes, you can add N''T. So I was shy becomes I wasn't shy. Well done. So all we need to do, you can write I. So we have I was shy. So we need I again, then was, and then all we need to do is add N''T. You see? If we add this every time, it changes positive to negative. I was shy, I wasn't shy. He was friendly, he wasn't friendly. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet activity where they had to change the positive sentences in past tense form to negative. So let's practice speaking one final time, guys. I wasn't shy. He wasn't friendly. She wasn't cheerful. It wasn't miserable. They weren't worried. We weren't mean. Anna and Paul weren't generous. Okay, well done, guys. Well done. And that's all we've got time for this lesson. So we hope you've enjoyed it, found it interesting, and now know how to use the words wasn't and weren't to make negative statements in the past tense. So can we all turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you next time.